Let me ask you a serious question. Why do some people effortlessly make millions, while others struggle just to get by? Is it intelligence? Connections? Some kind of secret society where billionaires meet in rooms and decide the fate of the economy over cigars and champagne? Because if that's the case, then I really need an invite. But here's the thing, it's not luck, connections, or even hard work that separates the rich from the rest. It all comes down to one habit. Just one thing that the top 1% of millionaires do differently that you were never taught in school, at home, or even at work. And honestly, this one habit is actually way simpler and way more powerful than you might think. My goal for this video is to break it down for you in a way that'll completely change the way you see money. Look, I know people who literally work 80 hours a week and are still broke, while some millionaires have completely detached themselves from working altogether. But here's the thing. It's not about waking up at 4 a.m., avoiding lattes, or reciting affirmations in the mirror every night. If you're tired of feeling stuck, ready to build wealth, and want to break free from the financial hamster wheel, then keep watching. Because this one habit could change everything. But first, let's start with a reality check. The average person is financially stuck. They wake up, go to work, pay their bills, buy a few nice things, and repeat the cycle. Month after month, year after year. Meanwhile, the top 1% play an entirely different game. While most people are focused on making money, the wealthy are focused on multiplying money. So what's the habit that separates the financially free from the financially frustrated? Well, it boils down to this. Millionaires see everything as an investment. For a long time, I've wanted to discuss this topic, and I think now is the right time. Most people treat money like this. I work, I get paid, I spend, I start over. Now you might ask, what makes the rich any different? Well, the answer is simple. They see money as a tool to create more money. And this doesn't just apply to investing in stocks or real estate. It applies to everything in their lives. Their time, their money, their knowledge, their relationships. It's all an investment. Let's break this down even further. Number one, time is an investment, not just hours for dollars. This is a mistake. Please don't fall into it because here's where most people mess up. They think the key to wealth is working harder instead of working smarter. I know this might sound confusing to some of you, but let's just start with the 99% mentality. They say things like, I'll just work extra hours to make more money. I'll do everything myself so I don't have to pay anyone. Hard work equals success, right? Not quite. Now listen closely. Here's the 1% mentality. They ask questions like, how can I make money without working more hours? Who can I hire so I can focus on bigger things? How do I make money even when I'm not working? Just look at someone like Jeff Bezos. The dude isn't out there packing Amazon boxes. He's not even running the company anymore. He leveraged his time to build systems that work for him. So what's the key takeaway from this? If you're spending all your time doing low-value tasks, you're not building wealth, you're just working. Start thinking about how to free up your time so you can focus on money-making activities. Now understand that leveraging your time is step number one. I'm just getting started. Listen closely. What I'm about to share next is the foundation for everything that I mentioned in this video. Subscribe and give this video a like for updates on all of our upcoming videos. Number two, money is an investment, not just a paycheck. Let me hit you with a crazy stat. Over 70% of lottery winners go broke within 5 years. Why? Because they see money as something to spend, not something to multiply. Let's start with the 99% mentality. Tell me if this sounds familiar. I got paid. Time to upgrade my car and buy a new TV. I deserve nice things, right? Investing? I'll just save whatever's left over. Spoiler alert. There's never anything left over. Now let's go to the 1% mentality. Instead of spending money on liabilities, they ask, how can I make this money work for me? Every dollar I earn should be an employee, working 24/7 to bring in more money. Invest first, then spend whatever's left. A guy like Warren Buffett didn't get rich from a salary. He invested every dollar he could from an early age, and it compounded over time. Instead of thinking, what can I buy? When you get paid, ask yourself, how can I invest this? Number three, skills are investments, not just a degree. Most people stop learning the moment they leave school. That's a huge mistake. Elon Musk literally taught himself rocket science so he could build SpaceX. If he can do that, you can probably figure out how to start a side hustle. What I'm about to share with you is golden advice I want you to remember for the rest of your life. Invest in skills, not just stuff. Books, courses, mentorships, these things will always pay you back. So let's break this down into 3 types of skills that millionaires invest in and why you should too. High-income skills, your money-making superpowers. Look, we live in the golden age of the internet. There are 13-year-olds making 6 figures on YouTube, and some guy out there is getting rich selling pictures of his feet online. Not that I recommend that, but you get the point. It's that easy. There's never been an easier time to learn a high-income skill and start making serious money. Think of someone like Alex Hormozi. That guy went from being broke to making millions because he mastered high-income skills like sales, marketing, and business strategy. You know what he didn't do? Spend 4 years in college learning ancient Egyptian basket weaving. Bottom line, if you can sell, market, or build something valuable, you will never be broke. And here's the best part, you don't need a degree to learn any high-income skill these days. You can literally Google it, take an online course, or learn from free YouTube videos. Just by following our channel, you're already off to a good start. So instead of watching another 3-hour Netflix documentary about the mating habits of sea turtles, learn a skill that can make you money. This brings me to my next point. Financial literacy, aka how to stop being broke forever. Here's the truth. Millionaires don't just work hard. They understand money. But most people, they treat money like a toxic ex-girlfriend. They don't understand it. They're scared of it. And they blame it for all their problems. You ever notice how the moment someone gets a raise, they immediately increase their spending? New car, fancy apartment, $7 Starbucks every morning because, well, I deserve it. Then boom, they're still living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because earning more doesn't make you rich. Knowing what to do with your money does. Look at NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal. The guy made over $292 million during his NBA career and almost went broke. How? Because he didn't understand money at first. Then one day, a mentor told him it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and grow. Now Shaq is worth over $400 million because he learned how to invest his money instead of just spending it. This is one of the things I mentioned to you in our previous video, but if you don't know how money works, it doesn't matter how much you earn. You'll always struggle. Here's exactly how to fix that. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and The Psychology of Money. Learn about investing, saving, and building passive income. Master the basics of stocks, real estate, and business ownership. Because let's be real, if you don't know how to manage $1,000, you'll certainly mess up $1 million. Learn from people smarter than you, your shortcut to wealth. Here's an uncomfortable truth. If you're the smartest person in your friend group, you need new friends. Millionaires actively seek out mentors, coaches, and people who are ahead of them. Meanwhile, the average person avoids advice, like it's a scam. When Elon Musk wanted to build rockets, he didn't go, I'll just wing it. Not quite. The guy went straight to NASA engineers and experts. He learned from the best. Look, you need to understand this clearly. If you try to do everything on your own, you will move slow. If you learn from others who have already done it, you will move fast. So how do you do this? Let's start small and then gradually level up. Read biographies of successful people. You can learn from their mistakes. Take courses or coaching. Shortcuts from people who already figured it out. Surround yourself with people who push you to level up. Your environment dictates your success. You can't expect to become a millionaire by taking advice from broke people. Your brain is your best investment. You can lose money, you can lose your job, you can lose your house, but no one can take away your skills. That's why millionaires keep learning, adapting, and growing. Because even if they lost everything today, they could rebuild it all from scratch. Number 4, relationships are investments, not just friends. I've said this more times than I can count, but here's a quote that I love. Your network is your net worth, but most people don't see it that way. This is what you'll hear from the 99% mentality. I don't need to meet new people. Networking is for business people in suits. I'll just figure it out on my own. Now, let's go to the 1% mentality. Who I surround myself with will determine my success. I need to learn from people who are ahead of me. If I help others win, I'll win too. Just remember this. Every millionaire has mentors, business partners, and high-value connections. They don't try to do everything alone. Start investing in building relationships with people who push you to level up. The top 1% don't have superpowers. They just think differently. Now, my question for you, What's the one thing you're going to start investing in today? I'll read every comment, and I'm dying to hear your feedback on this topic. In fact, if you're serious about building wealth, there are 10 signs you must be aware of to guarantee financial success. We've created an entire video breaking it down here. Just click the video on the screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.